Stock investing for beginners. Nvidia stock is crashing after earnings report. So what can we do? In this video, I'm going to tell you 3 methods that you could trade to profit from the Nvidia stock crash. And we're going to look at what happened. The earnings report, it must be really bad, right? Because Nvidia stock dropped 4.16% after hours. That's pretty serious. And 2.1%, that's during the hour. So something must be going on. Year to date, Nvidia stock is still up 160.76, pretty impressive. And 5 years is up over 2,897. Very good, very good. So I have Nvidia about 214,000 and my profit is 78,000. So basically, yeah, I could be seeing this gain drop today, but it doesn't matter. Remember, these are unrealized profit. So basically, I do not buy a stock just to trade within a few weeks or a few months. I buy it to invest. So if you invest, prepare to hold at least 1 year and over. Then I just need to pay less tax. In America, if I hold it for at least 1 year and over, and I sell it, let's say the next year, I pay less tax. And I intend to hold it for at least 3 years, 3 to 5 years minimum. Any stocks that I invest, 3 to 5 years minimum. So you should only invest your money that you do not need for the next 6 months or 1 year. Then you can hold. You can stomach the short-term drop. It really doesn't matter. But there's a few ways that you can still profit short-term while you're holding the stock for the long-term. I'm going to tell you at the end of the video. So let's look at the earnings report. How bad it is. Nvidia reports 122% revenue growth, triple-digit growth. So more than twice from last year. Very impressive. Beat Wall Street expectations. Guidance is better than expected. Everything seems to be so good. Let's look at the numbers. Earnings per share 68 cents versus 64 cents. Revenue 30.04 billion versus 28.7 billion. Expected. Very good numbers. 32.5 billion in current quarter revenues expected, forecast versus expectation by analysts 31.7 billion. Oh, the guidance is also better. You see, everything looks better. Revenue more than doubles, compared to last year quarter, year-over-year growth. And net income more than double to 16.6 billion or 67 cents per share in the quarter from 6.18 billion or 25 cents per share. Better. Net income is also better. Look at that. More than double. And let's look at some things is missing. And it's because of the delay in the Blackwell chips. Investors, they do not like it because when a student get A+ all the time, you get A or A- once in a while. Oh, people gonna say, hey, you are A+ student, so how come you only get A this time, A- this time? The same way, delay, but that delay is nothing because the Hopper current generation chips gonna increase the shipment for the next 2 quarters. Doesn't really matter. Hopper customer waitings, they're gonna ship Hopper in Q4. So in Q4, several billions of dollars revenue, additional revenues, plus the Hopper demand. Look at that. That's good news to me. The delay is temporary inconvenience. So that's not a case for me to sell the stocks. So I'm not gonna sell. Another thing that possibly that could be worrisome is probably the gross margin. Gross margin dropped a little bit, and that's probably the reason why the stock dropped. But I thought the drop would be worse. Now the drop is only about, look at that, 4.31%. I was expecting over 10%. Of course, I believe it had a higher chance to go up, but if it dropped, I thought it would be more than 10%. There is a reason. I'm going to tell you in a short time. And the margin slipped to 75.1% compared to 78.4% in the prior quarter, but it stayed up from 70.1% a year ago. Look at that. So for the full year, the company forecasts gross margin to be in the mid 70% range. So it's about 75%. Analysts are expecting full year margin of 76.4%. So not much different. So how can you profit from this temporary drop, which I believe so? And I'm going to tell you, I have Nvidia stock. If you don't have it, you just probably want to, if you want to add, and if you like it, and you already made a decision, hey, I want to buy Nvidia, but you don't have it yet, it's probably a good time to add right now. And I have 200 shares in this account. And another thing that you can do, that I can do, is I can trade call option. Look at the call option. Expiry date, let's say I want to choose October 18. Of course, you don't want to choose too close because your call option will expire faster. If it's too long, you need to pay higher premium. So you can choose whatever you like, as long as it's not less than 2 or 3 weeks, or if it's not more than, it can be more as long as you can pay. Doesn't really matter. If you think Nvidia stock could go up before October 18, then you can choose October 18. And the strike price, you can choose 125 if you don't want to pay high premium. If you're not so sure, not so confident, you want to choose 115, you pay higher premium. That's it. So let's say you choose 125, you pay 1,230 for call option. Personally, I prefer to add share if I do not have enough, but I already have enough, so I'm not going to add share. Compared to call option, if it drops and I do not have any share, I will add. So because I have full position, I may trade call option. And another way is probably put option. I can sell put option. You know what? Oh, I want to buy Nvidia at $100. So what does 100 strike price mean when you are selling put option? It means that you are promising the put option buyer, I'm ready to buy 100 shares of Nvidia that you have at $100 per share anytime on or before October 18. So make sure you have enough cash for 10,000 before selling this put option, because after selling put option, you need to have 10,000 ready anytime the put option buyer wants to sell his 100 shares to you. You should be able to buy 100 shares at 100 stock price. Remember, but he's not gonna sell it to you as long as the stock price is above 100. If the stock price is right now 120.78, he's not gonna give it to you for 100. So you don't have to worry as long as if it doesn't drop below 100. So that's one way you can profit. So you're gonna get 220s because you multiply this premium with 100, $220. So you repeat the same process over and over again. So after you repeat for 10 times, you get 2,200. If you repeat 100 times, you get how much? 22,000. So it's like you are buying Nvidia stock for free. After doing 100 times and you keep all the premiums, you can technically buy 200 shares of Nvidia. See, of course you need to, if it's 120 right now, let's say 200 shares will be 24,000 and you get 22,000. You just need to put extra 2,000 more to get 200 shares. And if you don't want to buy 200 shares, it's okay. You can just use 12,000. Then you keep extra 10,000 into your pocket. See, so that's why never invest your own money before learning stock investing, call option, put option, advanced option. Really important. So if you know advanced option like this, the one that I just told you, you could be technically owning the stocks for free. Remember that. Very important. So why doesn't Nvidia stock drop as much as I thought? Because of the 50 billion stock buyback. Look at that, 50 billion stock buyback. Of course, Jason Wang expected the stock to drop, so that's why he just announced 50 billion stock buyback to pushing the drop. See, that's why he's very smart. So Nvidia shares dropping 4% in the extended trading despite reporting solid financial result, announcing stock buyback. Some believe the company has been doing so well that it's getting harder to impress investors. The same A+ student. If you keep getting A+, sometimes you get A, then your parents or your friends gonna be like, what happened to you? The same way with like that. Just like me, I doubled my portfolio in 2023, and in 2023 I doubled my portfolio in 1 year, and in 2024 I doubled it in 6 months, January 6, 2024 to June 30th, 128 to 276,000. So next year some people are gonna say, oh, I'm expecting you to double your portfolio in 3 months. Could that happen? It could, and probably it would not. You see, it's very hard to perform so well, beat expectation all the time, and people are gonna say, oh, you know what, you are not what happened to you? You couldn't double your portfolio in 3 months? Yeah, that's what people say, but it's very normal. Even though you are better than 99.99% of the investor, and Nvidia is like that. It's better than 99.99% of the companies in the whole world. The same way. So if you want to learn more, you can click the link down below. You can call me, consultation call, Patreon. The link is gonna be down in the description and comment below. And also you can open a stock trading account, and you could get free stocks by opening an account as well. Share, subscribe. I will see you in the next video.